Namaste. So, hi friends, I hope the new year has been good for you and I wish you all the best for the rest of the year and the strength, the divine strength to keep us going. Okay, so as you know, I'm sure you must have met so many people who say that I meditate every day. Many times I feel that not everybody really knows what is to meditate. According to me, what is to meditate is to meet your inner self. We have gone so far away from ourselves that we have not met the self in many, many years. So when you meditate, you connect with your own self, and that your own self is your higher sacred self, is the divine power which is there in you, the divinity which is there in you. So either you can say that you are connecting with your divine or you're connecting with your higher sacred self. That is, in simple words, what is meditation, that you connect. Now, a lot of people don't know how to do that, which I can understand. So how you do that? The best way of meditation is watching your breath. When you watch your breath, you are in sync with yourself. Because with the breath, you are conscious of this moment. Breath is the only thing that you can breathe in the now. You can't breathe in the past, you can't breathe in the future. It's considered to be one of the best ways of meditation is to connect with the breath. But it's the most difficult because in about less than 5 seconds, when you start watching your breath, your mind has gone somewhere else. And then when you realize, by then again you bring your mind back to your breath, again in 5 seconds it runs away. So it's difficult for a beginner to do breath watch. What I suggest is, if you're a beginner or if you can't still concentrate or connect with your divinity or your higher sacred self, do a physical chanting. Do something which is an active meditation, like a chakra meditation, like chanting Om, or doing the fire meditation, the Havan or whatever. Do some active kind of meditation, because that keeps your mind involved. It doesn't run here or there. That is a good way to start. Or even if you have started, for people who still can't concentrate only on the breath. Now, after doing a lot of meditation, after many, many years also, you still feel that you're not so good at it and you're not very comfortable or you don't enjoy it. The reason is that you're not in love with your divinity. When you're thinking of anything or everything to do, you're thinking of your children. Does anybody have to remind you, oh, I have to think of my children, now they'll come from school, now I have to feed them? Or your housework, or your husband, or the work that you do. If you're in an organization, you're working for something, do you need to be reminded? You don't need to be reminded, right? You know it. Nobody has to tell you, now think about your children, now what do they want? Now think about your husband, now think about the work you're doing. No, it comes to you automatically because you love doing it. Why don't you love doing meditation? Simple, because you don't love the divinity inside you. You don't love the divine inside you. Or probably you're scared to face yourself. You're scared to face your divine. That can happen, that you're scared to face the self. Because when you face that self, when you face your higher sacred self, it tells you exactly what you are, and that is what you don't want to face. The minute you start facing yourself and accepting, okay, this is how I am. I am a jealous person, I am an angry person, I am an insecure person, I am not a loving person, whatever. Start accepting it. How will you start accepting it? By just turning inwards and asking your higher sacred self how you are. So people who sort to drinking, smoking and all these things are escapists. They try to run away when they have to face themselves. They forget themselves. They have to forget themselves. They have to forget all what they have done. Many times this happens. Then you get into this addiction of smoking, drinking, drugs or whatever because you want to forget yourself. So with certain meditational practices which I'm doing at the moment is called meditate with me. It's not meditate with me, but it's meditate with yourself. And that has brought about a huge transformation in people. Huge transformation. In just about a month's time or 1.5 months' time, everybody has started feeling a little bit of a shift. Because I guide you into it. I make you do it. I'm there to support you. I'm there to guide you. When you feel lost, you don't know, you don't have guidance, then you don't know whether you're doing it right. You always need a teacher or a guide or a mentor to hold your hand and take you through the journey which you don't know. You go to school. Why? Because the teacher holds your hand, takes you from the first standard to the second standard, and so on and so forth. You can't do it alone because you don't know. Now this is the journey of your life which you don't know how to deal with it. So you need a margadarshak, a guide, a mentor to hold you and take you through. And in very simple ways, very easy ways, you will see that there is a huge transformation inside you. This is meeting yourself. When you start coming closer to yourself or coming closer to your divine, automatically you will see the shift that happens inside, and by default it will reflect in your outside world. Because both your inner world and outside world are in sync with each other. We are only concentrating on the outside world. We are not looking into our inner world. That is where the mess is. That is where the problem is. The minute you start connecting with your inner world and your inner world and outer world are in sync with each other, you can fly. So my dear friends, when it comes to meditation, understand what is meditation and why are you doing it. What is meditation? Is connecting with your higher self, with your sacred self, with your own self. That is meditation. Why you have to do it? Because you've got to be in sync with your inner world and outer world. You can't just keep on grabbing things from the outer world, enjoying just life on the superficial level. You do it. Nothing wrong in it. I do it myself. I enjoy my outer world, but my inner world is equally going at the same pace. This doesn't slow down because of that. So enjoy your outer world. It is meant to be enjoyed. Have fun with it. But at the same time, remember, your inner world has to also be in sync with the outer world. That's all. And it is not difficult. You don't have to sacrifice anything. You don't have to eat this, not eat that, go here, not go there, any demands, any sacrifices, nothing of that sort. You don't have to do anything except I'll guide you how to connect with yourself, which you're not aware of. That's all that I'm going to do to you. The doing is all yours. I'm just going to guide you. I'm just going to hold your hand and show you the path. So if you're interested, you can please log into my website, check my website, www.smitajayakar.com. You will find various other modalities whereby I can teach you, guide you as to how to do all of this. It's very simple, no great deal, but it is required for a nice, happy, peaceful life. If you have any health problems, they're because of the stress that is caused to you. You have relationship problems, that causes stress. All these things start hampering. It starts hampering on your body, and it is making you go further and further away from yourself. You're going far and far away. At the moment, you don't even know where you are, where your self is, where your divine is. You're just scattered all over the place. And that is why you're feeling lost in this world. You don't feel the sense of belonging here on the Mother Earth. You just feel like an alien. You're just living life. You're grappling through life. All this will not happen. You will be stable and you'll be at peace with yourself. So, if you're interested, do get in touch with us. I'll be happy to help you get to this. Let's make 2022 a age of transformation. Let's start changing somewhere. Let's start shifting somewhere. Enough of living like this. Enough of all that tensions and all that whatever you've been living. We need to change. We need to shift. We need to make that shift. We all have a right to be happy. We all have a right to be peaceful. Happiness and peace is just a little away from you. I will teach you how to grab it. Trust me on that. And thank you very much. All the very best. Namaste.